Hello, Aries. Welcome in. Welcome to my channel, Wing Spiritual Clarity. My name's Wendy Wing. I'm doing a psychic tarot reading looking at Aries energies for the month of May, seeing what divine messages of guidance come through for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. So let's get to your reading. Take what resonates and leave the rest. It's a group reading. All right, thank you. What's hidden from Aries in May that would be helpful? Ooh. All right. Outcome and advice. Outcome and advice for Aries. Next steps. Alrighty, let's get to the reading. The overall energy, Aries. We have the Knight of Swords in reverse, the Ten of Cups in reverse, and the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. All right, let's put these together, see what we've got. Seven of Pentacles reverse. Feels like there's something you've been investing a lot of time and energy on. What's the Seven of Pentacles? Ooh, okay. Something you've been focusing your attention on. It feels like there's a harvest coming because you've been taking the lead. When you show up in the reading as yourself, you can take advantage of these energies. Yeah, you got out of a comfort zone, and the harvest, something you've been putting a lot of time and energy on. It feels like it's harvest time. Something that you've been working on, a lot of energy, a lot of time. It doesn't feel like you've gotten a lot out of that investment of time and energy, but now it's a lot closer. So maybe in May it's coming through. And it's not passive. You've taken action on this. You feel ready to go. Like it feels like something is paying off because of your willingness to get out of a comfort zone and face your fears. Wow. All right. What's the Ten of Cups in reverse? What does Aries need to know? Page of Wands. Feels like you've been very unhappy. There's something about your joy or lack thereof. There's something about this Ten of Cups in reverse. That you're no longer listening to others and what they say brings you happiness. This is what you need to do, Aries, to have happiness. It feels like you are following your highest excitement instead of trying to behave, trying to live in a prescribed way that's made you feel very oppressed emotionally. And there's something here. You know what I really like about this, Aries, is you've got this Emperor energy, willingness to take the lead, to lead yourself, to make decisions, to take action. And then you also have this beginner's page energy, going after your highest excitement just for the fun of it, learning something new. So we've got this Emperor type of mentality, but it doesn't feel like you have a huge ego that's keeping you needing to be seen as a leader. But this feels like a very compassionate leader, someone who's very adept. Feels like because you have this beginner's mindset that you bring to things, and you don't allow people to tell you this is what you need to do to be happy. You need to fit in. You need to behave this way. You need to do this. Feels like you make your own decisions. And you try new things. Willing to try something new. Willing to go after what's your highest excitement. Just doing things for the fun of it. There's something here about it's kind of like you're reparenting yourself, teaching yourself how to have fun. That's what this feels like. Anything? Oh, yeah, 10 of Swords in reverse. So that's 2 10s. It feels like people have told you a lot about how you need to show up and how life is and what. Blah, 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 blah. I think you're leading yourself. Tired of those fears and making others comfortable. 11:11 on the clock. This feels like a huge shift, like something with 2 10s feels like there's an end, a completion. It feels like a painful ending, unhappy. And I'm hearing, why not? Let's just give this a try. Let's give this a shot. There's a lot of your energy, fiery, passionate, excited. And that fiery, passionate energy, it feels like there's an environment you're leaving behind. You know, in the movies where there's the main characters, like, just determined and focused, and then there's a big explosion behind them. Yeah, this feels kind of dramatic like that. Like you're just leaving environments that are not for you. All right, Knight of Swords in reverse. Immediately I heard this is someone rushing in with a lot of poo-pooing, poo-pooing you. Who's the Knight of Swords in reverse? Who's the Knight of Swords in reverse? Yeah, this is someone, oh boy. Queen of Wands reverse. Hanged Man reverse, 9 of Cups reverse. This is someone very insecure. They want you stuck. They don't like you having success. They don't want you out of this environment, out of their control. Boy, this person feels very judgy. I'm surprised Judgment in reverse hasn't come out. 9 of Cups reverse. This person is so miserable. God, so miserable. Sorry. And the misery just comes out of their mouth. The Knight of Swords in reverse, they just they're so miserable and insecure. This is a very insecure, I just heard jealous, very jealous person. Let me see if we can get closer so you can identify who this is. Who's the Queen of Wands in reverse? How can Aries, Justice. Who's the Queen of Wands in reverse? 2 of Pentacles, 9 of Pentacles reverse, 7 of Swords reverse. Justice is coming out. I feel like you, Aries, are embodying justice in regards to this energy. You have got all this amazing energy. It looks like you've got abundance coming in. Something you've been working on maybe hasn't paid off, but it's about to really pay off. like a slot machine. I keep hearing the ching 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 ching. So maybe something you've invested time and energy into, a lot of, hasn't really paid off or paid out, and now it's time. There's something about how you're showing up. You feel very determined, Aries. And whoever this is that's got a lot to say, they benefit from you being stuck, from you being miserable. It looks like, it's so uncomfortable. I think this person is very uncomfortable. They make you uncomfortable. Ooh, my ears ringing. This energy is very deceptive. They just very masked. They juggle people. They tell people what they want them to. This is someone very concerned with the narrative, with impressions, with how people are perceiving them and perceiving you. Nine of Pentacles in reverse. This feels like someone very dependent, codependent, someone who doesn't have their own independence. That's what this is. If I'm getting down to the root cause of why this person is such a negative Nelly about what you're doing, even though there's success obviously here, this person just doesn't want you to be successful. They can't have it. It doesn't go with their worldview. And so you being independent, they could never. They are not independent, and they are jealous of your independence, of your ability to create financial abundance, of facing your fears and getting out of a comfort zone. So basically, why this person is upset is because you are shining a light on a path that works, that's very effective, but this person, it's shining a light on their ineffectualness, their limitations, because this person has lived such a limiting life and limited everybody else around them. So when you go after and create your own success, it doesn't go with this person's worldview. They're just miserable. They're a miserable person. This feels like someone who's been practicing this type of misery for so long that it's their personality. This isn't just a bad week. They're having a bad time. This is someone who is just so negative. And they want to control everybody, and they want to control, they're just wildly insecure, unhappy. It looks like their deceptions are coming to light. There's I feel like you're just like Aries, I feel like you recognize who this is. And by keeping balanced in your thoughts, it's a waste of your time to talk to this person. It feels like you've come to that conclusion, that you can't talk any type of reality to this person. So it feels like you've given yourself permission to stop caring, to stop trying to make this person happy, to stop living by these ways that are too limiting. And it feels like you're finding your own way. So, all right, let's look at what's hidden. A lot came out. Okay. In what's hidden, Aries, we have 10 of Pentacles in reverse, Queen of Cups, Knight of Wands, another Queen of Pentacles, 5 of Swords, Wheel of Fortune. Now, coming up as a challenge, these cards, the way they fell out, we've got 3 of Cups, 8 of Cups, and 4 of Pentacles reverse coming out as a challenge to these energies. All right, let's break it down. Hit it. Okay. The way you were raised. There's another 10 in reverse. There's a cycle ending here of it feels like you're no longer living under the rules, under what people, your family, society, your religion told you what this world is, what this reality is, and how you need to show up and what you need to say. There's some type of behavior. It's not about happy individuals or happy communities at all. It's some type of rigid structure that you have to adhere to. It's not making anybody happy. This person's miserable, but yet they don't want you to go for happiness outside of this system. There's something very like you have to do it the way the system's set up or it's just not allowed. It's a very intolerant, yes, intolerant environment. This type of person is very intolerant as well. It looks like you've realized that this isn't for me, man. I don't believe this. This is too limiting for me. It looks like you're taking the lead, leading yourself and following your highest excitement. You're definitely learning. I love that you've got, I can't say it enough, you've got this beginner's mindset, willingness to relearn things, and you also have this very mature emperor energy where you take the lead, you lead yourself. Proof feels like in the pudding with how you are showing up, Aries. And it looks like you're tired of people telling you what this world is and what you need to, how you need to be and who you need to be and what you need to say. Feels like you're figuring out for yourself. Feels very important with the Queen of Cups what you want. It feels like you want to be yourself or whatever you have in that cup. The Queen of Cups is the only person that has a cup that has a lid on it. And it's at her heart space and she's focused on it. It feels like you are on a journey of self-exploration. You're world building, exploring, going after what you desire, creating the version of you prefer to be and the world that you prefer to live in. Wow. You have all the resources you need. That's the second time. There's some type of abundance coming in. Something you've been working on is paying off. You have all these resources. So it feels like at first there's this passionate ideas going after what you want, making your choices for you. And then you start bringing, and it feels like you're building your own world, something that you're willing to fight for, and it's bringing you luck because you're not trying to fit into some prescribed way that someone has decided or others have decided you need to show up. You're deciding to be yourself and create. This is a very creative world, and it feels like you've kind of got some key of understanding. All right. The challenge is to let go of those old established ways and to walk away from people, situations. Yeah, it feels like you're still kind of letting go and detaching and walking away from people, situations, environments that are not for you. So you can find people who really celebrate you, who celebrate and support you, who uplift you, for you being you, not because you fit in, not because you do something for them, but people who really, really care about you. They don't care that you are towing the line and fitting in, but really enjoy you. It feels like this is a huge shift in your life, in your experience. It feels much more than the month of May. All right, Aries, let's look at the outcome and advice. 9 of Swords in reverse again. That showed up in the overall energy. 4 of Swords reversed, 6 of Cups. That's what I was just saying. It feels like you got out of the comfort zone, trying to fit into some environment, some group, trying to, operate in a way that makes everybody comfortable and happy with you, but nobody's comfortable, nobody's happy. It looks like your willingness to face your fears and get out of a comfort zone and go for what you desire, following your highest excitement, choosing to be you, building the world you prefer, bringing your beliefs into this reality, and creating the environment that you prefer to live in. Something you're willing to fight for. It's bringing a lot of positive luck. It looks like for a lot of you, there's either need or you are in the month of May going low contact with people from your past. 4 of Swords in reverse, it feels like you are either cutting communication with people who just can't be happy for you, can't celebrate you. Feels like you are enjoying life. Life is improving for you. And then there are people in old environments, in old rooms that you used to be in that aren't happy for you because you didn't do it the way in some prescribed, then those really aren't your friends. Those really aren't your, I think you're coming to some conclusions, seeing who really is for you, wants you, can see you, can even perceive you. I don't even feel like this Queen of Wands in reverse can really perceive you. I don't think she can really perceive herself fully. She's just stuck in a system. And it feels like I'm talking to an Aries who's kind of had some awakenings. And you've recognized that the environments you've been in and the roles that you've played are too small and too painful. And you just want to be yourself, whatever that means, and go create what you want. And so for some of you, it feels like cutting contact with people who just can't join in. Yeah, these are tough decisions. Lovers reverse. Again, we have the Knight of Wands and then 4 of Pentacles in reverse. Letting go of old environments. Letting go of people who don't want to build with you. You are willing to let go of people and environments that aren't for you, but you're no longer abandoning yourself. All right, Aries, I hope that's helpful. What an interesting reading. Have a great May.